Oh, we're rolling. Hi there, I'm Tom Folk, the instructor for Ag Economics 3420 Applied Equity Investing. So you've seen my video, you know, where I say, your parents want you to take this class. But I thought, in the vein of being fair and balanced and with full transparency, I should give you the other perspective. And since 'tis the season for lists, they're everywhere these days, I thought I'd give you 5 reasons not to take my class. So here goes. Number 1, it's an elective. You do not have to take this class. I mean, why bother? Just focus on what's required. Get your degree, move on. Sure, you have a few electives. Maybe you've used them all. Or maybe you're saving them up for that ballet class that you've always wanted to take. Why blow one class on something you'll have to do some work in? Take something easy. I mean, you never know when knowing how to do a pirouette will come in handy in the real world. Number 2, you don't really need to be there. This is sort of an old school class. Attendance is part of the grade. We'll have lectures and discussions about stocks and the stock market and what is going on with them in real time. And you know, I'll tell you a little secret. A lot of what you might get out of this class is not on the tests and quizzes, but from our discussions in class and the fact that you'll become more familiar with the jargon and better informed about what's happening in the real world where money is made and lost. But you know, if all you're really interested in is getting the grade and moving on, then the better choice for you is one of those asynchronous online courses. And like Woody Allen says, 70% of life is showing up. But instead of focusing on the 70% showing up part, why not focus on the 30% where you can skate by not being there? And just think, you can sleep in every day. Number 3, this is stuff you really don't need to know. We're going to talk about stocks, company analysis, profitability, markets, retirement accounts, and some other financial stuff. But do you really need to know that, or can you get by without it? Well, the truth is, yes, you can. Most Americans do. That is why retirement balances are so low, and there is such huge demand among older folks who are worried about having to work longer. I mean, about 60% of adults have exposure to equity markets through their retirement packages. Likely you'll be one of those after college. But how much about that do you really need to know? Because there will be a default option. More than likely nowadays this can be what's called a target date mutual fund. Do you know what that is? Retirement investing will be on autopilot, so you can concentrate on your job. Your employer will dump money into your retirement account monthly, and you can just ignore it. Whomever is managing your account will suck some fees out for doing virtually nothing for the next 40 years, your entire working career. And then they will not much care about how well your money is growing. Life goes on. Easy, right? Ignorance is bliss. You can just expect a pile of cash when you retire, right? Number 4, the future is far away. It doesn't matter now. Well, think about it. Your retirement is twice as far away as the amount of time you've been alive. So you have plenty of time to think about all that stuff when you get older, right? I mean, why burden yourself now with things like fees and rates of return and compound interest when you have more important things to think about, like what Taylor Swift is doing right now or what's trending on TikTok? Number 5, stocks are not for me anyway. So stocks are for like rich people, right? The stock market has no impact on the real world. The economy, unemployment, interest rates have little impact on working people. Who has the money to risk in the market anyway? You know, it takes money to make money, and the rate of return on zero is, well, 0. So if you don't have any money and never think that you will, then the stock market's not for you. Just spend every penny you get, or stuff it in a low interest rate savings account and move on. Keep moving, folks. Nothing to see here. So if all this resonates with you, then AGEC 3420 is not for you. You're never going to hear me say, late fees apply, or the spice must flow. But everything will be fine, right? Yeah. Cheers. No algorithms were abused in making this video. 100% human generated. All rights reserved.